Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. Lepawanas to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to the elect out there doing this work of faith and labor of love, true sincerity. Right, I want to get into a real brief a topic, pretty much a response to the brothers in Mississippi. They just did two brothers, Zahab and Slack. I'm not sure the other brother's name, forgive me. They did a short lesson, investing in your health. And, it's all in the spirit, because, I pretty much was, telling that to certain brothers, within my camp, or talking to them about, the topic rather, and, yesterday in camp, we had a short camp, basically before, we had to prep everything for the Passover and stuff, and we was getting into, some things about health, concerning health, during camp. So it's definitely all in the spirit. And, just recently, how the brother was saying, pretty much about, putting money into a car and put money into this, but why not putting it into yourself? And, pretty much using an analogy in which the one brother was getting into about like a car, you know what I'm saying? You put money on the outside of the car and not putting it towards the inside of the car, You got to look at your body as you are the car, That's how you got to look at your body as the car, And when you look at it, dealing with a car, matter of fact, when you get to the the alternator and things of that nature, and dealing with the battery and all of that, that deals with what? Copper and carbon, okay? And when you look at the brain is structured based around copper and carbon. So what type of things would you have to feed your brain if you're having a deficiency within your brain, whether you suffer from some form of ADHD or any dementia or anything, okay? You would have to fill your body with those nutrients of copper and carbon, okay? The body is mineral based. Our body is comprised of 102 minerals within the body, and within the earth and with plants and the waters, you will also have 102 minerals to show you how we are directly from the earth, and your body has to be replenished with those minerals for certain things that the body may be deficient of. Like the brother was mentioning, like I believe like he mentioned like colloidal gold and stuff like that. Gold is a key element with certain things within the body to break up masses of calcification within the body, like primarily dealing with the lymph nodes and stuff like that. If your lymph nodes are clogged up from a certain sickness or a certain disease or something in which you may have, you may feel a swelling in your lymph nodes. And colloidal gold and other herbs that are high in rich in the mineral gold will help to break up that calcification within the lymphatic system, so you can actually be healthier, man. So your lymphatic system could actually be clean, and you could be cleansed of whatever ailment that you may be suffering from. And going through, that process of your body getting cleaned up, you're going to feel those detox symptoms, to where it's going to feel as though you're getting worse before you get better. But that's how it is, when you're healing. You can take it just like when you're cleaning up your house. Your house is junky, and you cleaning it up, it's going to wind up looking a little more junky before it gets cleaner, because you're moving stuff all around trying to see, what's the best way to or the best and the most efficient way to get things done. Or you might want to move certain things around. You might want to rearrange your house. So while you're rearranging your house, it's going to look a lot more messier, before it gets cleaner. And that's the same thing how it is with your body, and it's very vital. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad, the Spirit hopped on those brothers, to get into that lesson and invest in, into our health. Hey, you should take the time out. And certain herbs are really not that expensive. If you have a local herb store around where you live, or even purchasing certain herbs, and stuff online, it's really not that expensive. And, long as you do the research based upon something that you may be suffering from or something that you're lacking in, and you find out whatever minerals that you may need pertaining to that body part or pertaining to the ailment and that what you're suffering, then you can get over that thing in due time, man. And certain brothers, have been healed of certain little ailments, that the Most High, placed upon them, man. And for some brothers, you know, you may try to get rid of certain ailments, but it just may be a lot for you to suffer that. You know what I'm saying? You could be trying all different type of things and praying unto the Most High. You know, the Most High might not take it away from you, but that just might be your cup in which you have to suffer. But the whole thing of the matter is dealing with that. Hey, you never stop praying unto the Most High. You know, because through the Most High having grace and having favor upon you, and by you earnestly crying unto the Most High, you know, like when you go into the parable of the unfortunate widow, okay, was it Luke the 18th chapter? You know how the woman kept begging the judge, then eventually the judge granted her petition or granted her what she was asking for. So you never know, you know, what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua may do if you earnestly pray unto him and you don't stop ceasing to pray unto him, man. You know, so investing in your health is definitely worth it, man. It's definitely worth it. You know how the brothers was getting into, you know, it feels good to feel good, you know, taking certain mineral rich herbs like nettle leaf, nopal, you know what I'm saying, Irish moss, bladderwrack. Those types of herbs are rich in high in various minerals, and specifically, you know, getting into Irish moss, that's a real good herb, you know, and which brothers should get into. Now, you know, amongst Esau and how he deals with things, Esau extracts certain properties out of the herbs and try to single them out, but that's not how these herbs work. Herbs are whole foods, they're whole compounds. They're not meant to be breaking down and you extracting certain elements of it and you just giving it to, you know, the masses of the population, and then now you're going to have those side effects from them because you don't have the other properties within the herb to bounce it out anymore. You know, when you single something out, that can potentially cause harm unto you. Like with certain vitamins, like Esau prescribed, you know, like with vitamin E, people may use vitamin E for certain things, but you can actually overdose on vitamin E because it's singled out. But if you have vitamin E and something like almonds, you know what I'm saying? Or you make an almond butter, almond paste, or almond oil or something like that, the vitamin E is intact with those other nutrients and minerals to balance it out, that you won't overdose on it, man. You know? So that's what Esau does. But dealing with the Irish moss, they'll tell you that Irish moss is toxic and it's poison and it can kill you. But Esau singles out one of the primary things of the Irish moss, which is the substance caringian, if I'm not mistaken. I forget how to pronounce it. I know that's the word, but I forget how to pronounce it. Carraginian or something to that effect, you know. But that's one of the primary factors or substances that's within the Irish moss that Esau extracts from it and gives it to people in single doses, or people may find it somewhere in certain markets and stuff like that and may use it as a thickening agent and stuff like that. But when you single that out and people use too much of that, now a person can actually die off of that, man. But when you're using the Irish moss in its whole food state in its entirety, whether it's the Irish moss, the actual moss itself, or whether it be the powder, it's going to be very nutrient dense and you can't overdose on it, man. You know? So, hey, that's how the devil works. But we got to be health conscious, you know what I'm saying? And to more so investing in our health and to knowing the things to keep us up so that we can continue this ministry of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, you know? And, you know, how it always gets into Sirach 30th chapter, I believe it's either verse 15 or 16 or something like that, you know, roughly paraphrasing, that it says good health and a state of body are above all gold, man, you know, or above all riches, you know. So the real riches, you know, is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Most High. And a part of those riches, you will know how to properly take care of your body so that you can continue to do the work of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Okay? So, you know, with that, you know, I just wanted to do a quick response, you know, to the brothers, you know, down in Mississippi that did the lesson, Invest in Your Health. So I hope this lesson was edifying, you know, unto Akim out there. And with that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the elect out there doing this work of faith and labor with love and true sincerity. Shalom.